All right, this is the Beard and Clean, and today is February 18, 2018. We're going to be talking about, just to go back to what we mentioned earlier, like in the first episode, exactly why do we want to be called Black and not African American?
You're.
All right, you want to go first, Beard?
Why do we like to be called Black? And I mean, some people do prefer African American though.
Yeah, but why do we not prefer African American? I want to hear your spiel first. Like, why you personally wouldn't want African American over Black?
Oh, my parents are from Jamaica. I feel like to call myself African American cuts out my Jamaican heritage. I feel like Black is kind of a way to unite all people of African descent. Now, usually when you say African American, you're referring to someone whose ancestors were brought here as slaves. Because if someone's Haitian, they're not going to call themselves African American. If someone's Jamaican, they're not going to call themselves African American. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone's Trinity, they're not going to say, they're going to identify as, you know, what country they're from or their parents are from, like what's most like apparent when they think of their ethnicity. African American kind of cuts that out. So if people ask me what I am, I'd be like Black. If they want me to be more specific, I literally say my parents are from Jamaica. That's what I say. I don't even say I'm Jamaican because I was born in America. That's where it gets confusing. And then Jamaican Americans just sounds awkward.
Yeah, it's just awkward as balls.
You feel me?
Yeah. Honestly, the only reason why I say I prefer Black other than African American is just because it's just too long. And I feel like it's unnecessary. Because you're just going to end up saying the same thing, just longer. And then on top of that, yeah, I'm sure my descendants are from Africa. That's like a fact. But I've never been to Africa. Africans don't even claim me. So why would I say I'm African American? I'm American and I'm Black.
I mean, if we want to get even like, because everyone's descendants are from Africa.
Yeah.
Everyone, even white people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that hasn't been the case in recent history. It goes back thousands and thousands of years. But Africa is the cradle of civilization. So if you want to get technical, everyone's from Africa.
Exactly.
Why is not everyone African Americans?
I don't know.
Where they're the original man and woman. Fuck that original man.
So that's why I prefer like Black over African American. And I'll tell you right now, a real no-go for me is Negro. I wouldn't want to be called Negro. I wouldn't even call myself Negro. I call people who are like acting like a nigger, but you know, I'm not trying to say nigga, or they're like close to being acting like a nigga. I'll say Negro to them because I feel like Negro is a gateway word to be called a nigga or nigger.
Negro doesn't even make any fucking sense. All right. So at the time where white people were referring to us as Negro, what the fuck were they called? Were they just white?
Yeah, I think they were just white. It was either they were white or they were Caucasian. I don't know, but I think they were just white. I honestly think Caucasian is like from the last 20 years, maybe even like. Because
when I think about that shit was real fucking disrespectful. If they were just calling themselves white, why weren't we Black back then? Why the fuck we were Negro? And that's how they would say it to Negro.
I'm telling you, it's literally because Negro is a gateway word where it was like, all right, someone would say Negro and they'd be having fun with it. So I can't call him a nigger anymore. So we're going to say Negro. That's what we can do. Since we can't say that anymore, let's say Negro. That's what I think. And that's why I would not want to be called Negro. Like, I don't care if you're Black. I don't want to be called Negro. Unless it's kind of like unless I'm being an idiot or something. Like, Negro, stop. Then I get it. But that's the only time I end up using that word. It just sounds like slow.
I wouldn't even say it was a gateway, but like, bro, like that was the official term for us.
It's a gateway word.
Because, all right, here's the thing. You would say Negro. I don't even know if political correctness was a thing back then.
All right.
But let's say they had a news story or something. They would be like Negro, da 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 da. You feel me?
All right.
Like they wouldn't print nigger in the newspaper. Is what
right.
I'm trying to say. They would print Negro.
But see, that's the point. It's literally so that way they can say nigger without saying nigger because it's not okay anymore. That's what I mean. It's literally the word to replace nigger. It's the cleanest nigger version they're gonna get.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. But that's why I say it's a gateway word. Because if other black people are calling black people a Negro, then white people are going to say it's okay for me to say that too. It's already happening with the word nigga. And that's, to me, that's crazy because
What's crazy?
white people saying nigga.
Oh.
I understand that it's like supposed to mean friend, etc., blah, blah, blah. But we took that word from nigger, and nigga is supposed to be the positive version of that.
Not even, bro. Here's how black people first started using that word. Here's the thing. People who are oppressed start to adopt the qualities of their oppressors.
That is true.
Now, if you nigga is Nigga is literally, they're not two different words. We identify it as such now, but they're the same word. Nigga is just nigger if you pronounce it like there was a slave master and like whatever state he was, the way their accent was, he was like nigga. And it sounded like it was Nigga instead of Nigger. And black people they started to identify as that because that's what they were called. Again, you adopt the fucking qualities of your oppressor. You feel me?
Yeah.
When black people first started using that word to describe each other, they weren't like, oh, we're taking it back. Before that ideology even came, it was literally like, that's just what we are. It was just habit when we first started using it. Recent history, we're like, oh, we're taking it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we're saying we're taking it back, but that's not how we started using it.
Now, I'm cool with that, but that's another reason why I'm like, no, Negro's a no-go. Because that's the cleanest way to say nigga. Nigger. Both. It's the cleanest way to say it.
Yeah.
He's a Negro. It just sounds terrible.
Negro.
Wait, say it like that again.
Negro.
I can't imagine someone like the illest doctor glasses and fucked up old white hair saying that.
Well, the Negro mind is less developed than the Caucasian mind.
And now you're doing the voice of somebody who like isn't wearing a suit and has like the nice comb over.
Negro. All right, let's stop.
Oh man, so I thought that was pretty funny. You know what? I didn't look back into the whole Wendy Williams thing.
What you mean?
Remember how the way last time we was talking about the way she got a little bit of flack for like the whole fucking Me Too thing? Did you look back into that?
I mean, not really. I
me
felt like
neither.
I knew as much as I knew about it.
Yeah. I didn't look into it either.
Niggas be mad for like 1 week and then this shit dies down. So
Hey, to each their own.
So niggas forgot that she really said that already. I haven't heard anything about that shit since.
Hey, but I'm honestly just glad we're covering this topic like during Black History Month. And Valentine's Day just passed. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope everybody got to have tons of sex and didn't do too much drugs and booze.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, you mad. Some people, I remember there used to be a time when you didn't have to drink to have fun.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, I'm just being a coon at this point. I'm intentionally being an asshole now. Just saying that just to say it. I'm telling you, you gotta watch Chris Rock's joint. Tambourine, you gotta watch that.
I'm kind of good off Chris Rock.
No, you have to watch Chris Rock's new comedy.
Yo, I haven't really fucked with Chris Rock since I discovered Chappelle in 2004, bro.
All right, hear me out.
Like, I used to like his old HBO shits. Like, I remember he had Bigger and Blacker, and there's another joint. Like, I fucked with those, but like after Chappelle, I didn't think that nigga was funny.
You have to understand, And this
After
shit-
Chappelle and Patrice O'Neal and the other niggas, like, I don't know. I just didn't think that nigga Chris Rock was that funny. I thought he was just a good, like, he had a good, his niggas fucked with his stage presence. And, you know,
I'll tell you right now.
I feel like he was Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart.
Not even. No. Chris Rock and Kevin Hart are two totally different people. And I'll tell you right now.
I said it worked.
No. But you said that Chris Rock was Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah.
No. Kevin Hart is missing one thing that Chris Rock has, and no other. I've never seen any other black man have this quality. If we were to separate all in race, right, in color, who would be our negotiator?
Not that nigga. What the fuck
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fucking positive. Nigga.
I'm positive that he would. You wanna know why?
Why?
He's the only person I know who made. What was it? It was the fucking Damn! It was that one award show that was dumb racist that everybody was getting mad about just recently. The Oscars.
Yeah, of course.
All right. He's the only person that could have done it just the way he did it. You think Kevin Hart could have dissolved that situation?
What do you mean?
Do you think Kevin Hart could have dissolved the situation about the Oscars the same way Chris Rock did, or even to almost the same effect, or better?
Nah.
All right. That's the quality that he's missing. He's missing that take a second look type of attitude. Chris Rock has that ability. That's his special talent. That's his perk within life, is that he has that ability to make you say, nigga, take a second look. And he does that in his special too.
He doesn't do that as well as Chappelle. Tell me I'm lying.
Honestly?
Dave Chappelle, that's rawness, nigga.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
And Chappelle is like he was birthed by like Pryor and shit, like, or in Carlin. Them niggas, like, that was all the way wrong. Chris Rock, I don't know. I felt like his shit was kind of I don't know. I shouldn't keep comparing him to Chappelle, but nigga, I don't know. But see, that nigga sounded filtered to me after I got like, and Chappelle even felt filtered to me when I discovered Patrice O'Neal.
But see, that's what I'm trying to say, is that you can't compare those two together. But at the same time, if you were to compare them, nah. Dave Chappelle doesn't make you say, I'm going to take a second look at that.
That lies.
No, it's not lies. You know what Dave Chappelle makes you say? I have to accept it. He doesn't make you take a second look at it. He makes you say, I have to accept it. When Dave Chappelle started catching flack for all the jokes that he made, what did he say? Everything is funny until it happens to you. That's the truth.
Okay.
Did he make you take a second look? No. He made you say, well, that's true.
That's not taking a second look?
No.
Why?
Because you don't have to reevaluate yourself. You just say, wow, I just can't.
When he says everything's funny until it's you, nigga, that's making you be like, wait, so why am I mad? I'm only mad because I have a personal connection to this shit that he was talking about. Of course, that's taking a second look.
That's not taking a second look. That's acceptance.
Oh, it's not?
Taking a second look is like saying... Acceptance and taking a second look is two different things. And I say that because taking a second look is like this. Everybody can be somebody, right? And then someone says, no, not everybody can be somebody. Look at you. Pointing at someone directly. That's making someone take a second look. When you have to just say it to them and make them think about it. Dave Chappelle, he's the type of comedian where he doesn't just point out to you, he spells it out and he lets you see it. So you don't have to take a second look. So he makes you accept it because he done showed you it to the T. Chris Rock, but he says something and he wants you to look at it again.
Oh no, Chris Rock says some shit that I don't know, man.
I feel like you just don't like him, which is crazy to me.
Maybe I don't.
I think that's crazy that you just don't like him.
I used to like, you know what, maybe, nigga, I think I stopped liking Chris Rock maybe a year ago.
Why?
All right, I remember one segment he did.
Yeah.
he was talking about Tupac and Biggie, right?
Ah, shit. See, go ahead.
And he's basically like talking about terminology, how people say they was assassinated.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, Martin Luther King got assassinated. Malcolm X got assassinated. JFK got assassinated. Them niggas just got shot. It's funny at the time. I think about it, I'm just like, no. Niggas got assassinated. Niggas were important figures that got took out the picture for fucking important reasons. I'm not even gonna get into why. Niggas got assassinated. That made me, so when I looked at that whole shit, I was like, this nigga's thinking is shallow. And I don't want to think about a comedian and be like, he has a shallow way of thinking.
So you took that personally.
I didn't take it personally. I didn't get shot.
No, but you're like, all right, I don't like this nigga because he said something that's true and false at the same time.
Nigga, it's not true. I don't care.
Did they get shot?
Huh?
Did they get shot?
They didn't just get shot.
But they got shot. They got assassinated, but they got shot.
He said them niggas just got shot. Downplaying it. That's the thing I didn't like.
But
it was more serious than that. Matter of fact, fuck it. I'm going to get into it.
So it upsetted you?
I'm going to get into it. If we have a couple minutes. Tupac's mother was a Black Panther. Okay? The FBI had a special program to target groups like the Black Panthers, MLK, Malcolm X. Is called COINTELPRO. Look it up. It was a special, like, subdivision of the FBI targeting fucking black leaders.
We talked about this.
We did, okay. Them niggas systematically dismantled the Black Panthers through assassinations, imprisonment setups, all kind of bullshit. Tupac was born from the Black Panthers. His mother, Afeni Shakur, was a Black Panther. So he's born with those and raised with those ideals. Those ideals were expressed in his music. Things like black people arming themselves, protect themselves from police and the government.
That's right.
Black people, being proud and not killing each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shit got real when, like, niggas listen to Tupac's music and, so, like, white kids start killing cops and shit like that. Tupac was the closest thing we had to, like, a legit black leader, and within the last, like, I don't know how many years, like 20 years, 20-something years. Fuck Al Sharpton.
All right, so
slick back, pimp looking motherfucker. Fuck that nigga.
I'm not even gonna get into like the defense of the joke because it was a joke. He obviously knows they got assassinated, but
he don't.
Yes, he does. It was a joke. He literally.
Why does he say them two niggas got shot? Because he's saying, listen, MLK was important.
All right. Listen, why he said that? Because they're both gangster rappers. So if you gonna live that life and then you get shot. He was a gangster rapper. You was gonna get shot. People like Martin Luther King.
I understand what the joke is, nigga.
All right.
I understand what the joke is. I'm saying it's not accurate.
But that's why he made the joke. Do you think MLK was walking around acting like he wanted beef?
That's not the point.
Do you think Malcolm X was walking around like he wanted beef? He kind of did. But his ultimate goal to be there was to help black people.
Same thing with Tupac. Tupac wasn't a gangster rapper. That nigga white people made that term up.
So we know all the good songs that Tupac rapped about, that he sung about.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the other songs?
Other songs like what?
Did he ever mention someone getting shot?
In what context?
Nigga, answer the question. Don't play that. Did yes or no? Did he ever like talk about shooting people or people getting shot?
Mm-hmm.
That's gang shit.
Not necessarily, no.
All right, let me just establish what I mean by gang. Gang is, for a fact, a group of individuals who are affiliated under a similar flag. To a certain degree, I'm a gang member. A lot of people wouldn't want to admit that, but that's just how the way it is. You know, I actually looked up the definition of gang. You know what came up?
What?
Corps, Army, several terms that actually do revolve around exactly what gangs do. The only difference between them and us is that we're legitimate.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying when people say he's a gangster rapper, they don't mean gang in the sense you mean. They mean gang in the sense like street gang.
Yes. But we both know he did do gangster rap. We know it as rap, period. But the second you start talking about niggas getting shot and killed, what are you doing? You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Tupac's music was very multi-layered, so just to say he made gangster rap doesn't do him any justice.
See, that's the thing. He made glorious topics. He talked about literally the black struggle.
Okay.
But you have to stay where you want to be. He didn't obviously just do just that. He obviously didn't believe in just that, the black struggle. He had his own agenda, his own life to live. So, of course, he's going to talk about things he can, will, or have done. So, yes, he did talk about the black struggle, like pregnant black women, single mothers, things like that. Sad stories. He had sad stories, even talking about suicide and all those types of things.
Okay.
But at the same time, you have to remember, when he didn't feel that way, what was he talking about? That's why it's
not just violence.
I know it wasn't just violence. That's what I'm talking about. I pointed that out. I said that. I said he had other topics that he talked about, where he talked about good times, bad times, sad times. But neutral Pac.
Tupac was never neutral, nigga. Never.
All right.
No, you can't use
Listen
that word
to what I
describe
just said. What do you think I meant when I said neutral Pac?
him. Tell me what you meant.
No. I want to hear what you thought I meant.
I don't know. I just can't fathom neutral being used in conjunction with Tupac. What did you mean?
I mean, not mad, not sad, not happy. What was neutral Pac?
Not mad, not sad, not happy.
Yeah.
He was always one of those things.
But I'm just saying, every rapper has a natural state. All right. For example,
Tupac's neutral state. All right, so here I'm gonna give you Tupac's neutral state was always talking about something meaningful in some way or another. Mm-hmm. That's why I can't say, like, when you say neutral, I can't associate that with Tupac, because for Tupac was always on some shit. It was always something passionate.
I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying, okay, if he didn't feel anything at all, what would he do?
I don't know.
He would talk about himself, and to the degree that he's not weak. Because that's what that time was. You couldn't be soft. Am I lying?
I guess. I mean, I don't think you could have ever been so. Well, now you can be soft.
Talking to the mic.
Now you can be soft, yeah.
All right. So a neutral Pac, a natural Pac, no feelings whatsoever. He's gonna talk big about himself. That's the type of stuff that gets you shot. That's why he made the joke. But if that upsetted you, that's what I mean when I say it hurt your feelings. Because you know it was a joke. You know he didn't mean that.
It didn't hurt my feelings at all. This made me think Chris Rock's not as intelligent as he presents. That's all.
All right. Well,
fuck about that nigga.
Moving on. What do you think about in terms of like, because we in the last 5 minutes, how do you feel about women who think they shouldn't have to do certain things?
Like what?
Like what they would categorize as a man's job. Yeah, I had an older gentleman say to me, I should get a real man's job because I work at the clinic now,
Right.
where there's a bunch of nurses and stuff like that. He's like, you should get a real man's job.
Should have told him suck dick.
I asked him, but I said I couldn't do that. He's one of the patients. I asked him, I said, what's a real man's job? What did you do for work? He told me he did roofing for years.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say, right?
All right.
On a biological level, right? Men and women are different. Obviously.
This is true.
It manifests itself in that men have more muscle mass, are stronger, are physically larger than women. Right?
Yes.
We're better suited toward doing things like roofing, construction, lifting, things that are physical.
So should they not do those things?
No, of course they could do it. They are able to do it. We're better at it. Naturally. Not that they can't do it. We're just better at it naturally.
So now,
On a biological level, we are better suited to do it. But of course, they can do certain things physically that we could also do.
okay, so now that being said, would you ever date someone who felt like they never had to do something like that?
I have.
No, I mean now.
They never had to do something like that? It depends.
Like, all right, say it's snowing outside.
Uh-huh.
They expect your ass to go out there and your ass to go out there alone. They're not gonna help. Like we're talking about, let's say it's like 5 feet of snow.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say, right? I know what you're getting at. Here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Just the way I am, because I still believe in chivalry,
Yeah.
I want to do it. I don't. This is an old-fashioned thing. It's not sexist because I don't think women are lesser. I just think as a man, I should do certain things.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, and you can say it's kind of contradicting because even though I feel like as a man I should do certain things,
Yeah.
I don't think a woman should think I should do certain things.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
I
thinking.
don't want a woman to be like, well, you're the man, so you should do that.
Exactly.
But because I'm the man, I want to do that.
exactly.
You dig?
Yeah.
But yeah. What
No, I'm
getting
in the
at,
same train. I'm on the exact
what
same
I'm getting
way.
at is like, I'll want to do it, but I don't want the woman to think that she shouldn't do it because she's a woman. But just because the way I am, I'll want to do it. But I don't know. I guess I'm kind of setting myself up because if the woman goes, well, you should do it because you're a man, I'll get mad. Even though I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it, but don't you say something retarded or stupid like, oh, you're the man, so you're supposed to do it. Like, I was already going to do it because I'm not a bitch. This is how the way it is for me. I'm going to do it because I want to do it. I don't want you to do it. But what would kill me, too, is a woman said to me, you're supposed to do it. You're the man. Like, don't say some shit like that, because the next time I want you to do something and you ain't going to want to do it, I'm going to just say you're supposed to do it because you're the woman, because I'm going to be petty.
Exactly, and then you'll be the bad guy.
Exactly.
You'll be a misogynist and all that fuck shit.
And I won't give a fuck.
Pussy ass niggas. I hate this world we live in.
But see, that's why I want to ask you that. And honestly, we need to start checking a lot of the women. Just gotta be there. We gotta start checking them. They can't keep saying fuck shit like that. You're supposed to do it because you're the man. Now, if your man's not acting like a man, then it's okay to say some shit like that. To say, you're supposed to do it, you're the man. Like, for example, let's say there's something heavy that you obviously can't lift. You might need some help, or you just can't do it, period. But you know he can, and he doesn't want to do it. That's the type of situation I say, yeah, tell him he's supposed to do it. He's the fucking man. Especially if he's sitting there saying he's not going to fucking do it. That's me. But we're going to get into that more next time. Because we out of time right now. We got other shit to do, and I didn't bring my charger for this laptop. All right. This is the Beard and Clean. Y'all have a nice night. Y'all probably see us next week. Have a good Black History Month.
You're